Day one of free agency. We'll say 5 million backloaded though. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go max Muncie. 2 years, $10 million. Drew Pomeranz actually had a very good year. Let's go 269 million for Shohei Ohtani. Let's see if we can get him for that. Okay, he's no longer interested. He signs Cardinals. Okay, Sonny Gray, 5 years, 20 million. 5 years, 100 million for Aaron Nola. And Sonny Gray accepts the Padres offer. Yeah, let's go Michael Lorenzen. 1 year at 9.5. We just really need a first baseman. That is our big need, or just DH, mainly versus righties. We need to figure this out. Muncie, 2 years, 20 million. All right, so welcome back. Been really struggling since coming to Boston. Devers and Rios and Duvall has had to come in due to injury. Excuse me, we re-signed him. Trevor Story's actually red hot. Reese McGuire is red hot. Dahlback struggling. Ron Schneider's doing good. Zanino's struggling. Kiermaier struggling. Arroyo's struggling. And Iglesias is struggling a lot of the bench. And pitching wise, yeah. Let's just change this closing rule right now. Let's put Kenley back in. Yeah, let's go like that. Okay. Game, so now here against the Chicago White Sox. Lose 7-3. AAA doesn't have enough players. Okay, let's call up Michael Geddes then. A big series at New York. Whitlock loses 6-5. Cortez versus Houck. We lose again 11-9, 9-11. Where are the odds? Second baseman, no, not good. Third base, not good. Third base, not that good. Look at this guy. Okay. At New York, we win 5-2. Aaron Nola against LA. Win 5-0. Lorenzen versus Reed Detmers. We win 5-2 as someone sustains a long injury in the minors. Whitlock versus Jose Urquidy. We lose 5-0, 19-19 as another big series against the Yankees. Cortez and Houck. We lose 5-4. Chris Hill comes in. Cutter Crawford versus Domingo Germán. We win 3-2. Cutter Crawford duels it out. 2020 Aaron Nola. Big game. We lose 5-3. Aaron Nola loses that one. That center fielder looks all right. This center fielder, he looks all right. Left field, we'll definitely take a look at that left fielder. A 20-21. Standings were 2 games out of a wild card. Come on, can we get over the hump? This team, that's our goal this year, especially this year. Is to make the playoffs. So come on. Michael Lorenzen, Garrett Cole. He wins 7-6. There we go. Garrett Whitlock versus Shane McClanahan against Tampa Bay. We win 7-3. Houck versus Drew Rasmussen. We win 8-6. Cutter Crawford now versus Tyler Glasnow. We win 5-3. Cutter Crawford has actually been having a very good year. Aaron Nola versus Jeffrey Springs. We win 3-1. Now we got Chicago. They're doing good. Michael Lorenzen wins 6-3. Garrett Whitlock versus Justin Steele. We win 7-6. We have a week-long winning streak. That is huge. I'm gonna find anything that looks all right. Okay, at Chicago. After a week of winning, we're 4 games back. We're in a wild card spot. We're looking good. Houck versus Stroman. We lose 6-1. And the streak ends at a week. Cutter Crawford versus Jose Barrios. We lose 6-3. Nola at least gets his win. Matzik Looking the W, Lorenzen versus Clevenger, we lose 4-2. Whitlock versus Bueller, we go up against LA, 5-3 loss. Houck versus Dustin May, we lose 10-1. A very bad week. Didn't move back in the standings much though, but it still doesn't change the fact that we did just have a terrible week. Oh, let's look at some starters. Okay, so now I'm still 4.5 games back, game and a half back of the wild card though. Cutter Crawford versus Nick Lodolo. We win 10-3. Nola. Now we got Oakland. This is an easy sweep. This is where we can make up some ground. Aaron Nola loses. Lorenzen wins 8-1. Whitlock versus Flaherty. We win 9-3. Okay, we at least win the series there. Let's take a look at the lineups. Verdugo's hitting well. Yoshida's hitting well. Muncy's he's starting to turn it up some. He has 6 bombs now. How many at-bats is that per home run? Isolated power of only 127, 28.8. It's getting better, though. Devers is heating up. Edwin Rios, he's been doing all right so far for us. Adam Duvall still struggling. Trevor Story's really struggling. Reese McGuire's still hot. Dahlbeck struggling. Just a lot of people are struggling. Let's see if we can find just some people who could be a silver lining. Tristan Cassis. Do we have space? Yeah, I think we're going to call up Tristan Cassis here. Let me just double check. And let's call up Emmanuel Valdez right away. Let's send down AAA. Yeah, let's send down Jose Iglesias to AA. He's just really struggling. Then we're going to call up first baseman Tristan Cassis and send down first baseman Bobby Dahlbeck. As we look to slightly improve outfielders is what we really need. And no one has really been good. Is there anyone in FA? Luke Voigt. Okay, what did we just sign Luke Voigt to? Because I'm probably going to trade him right away now. Because what the fuck was that? 4 years? No. No. It was an accident. Someone, We're gonna send them fucking Dodgers. You have money. Come on. We're stuck with him. Fuck me. Okay. Well, we're stuck with Luke Voigt now. I accidentally signed him. God damn it. Okay, let's just send him down to Class A. God damn it, Luke Voigt. Okay, lineups. We're going to put in Tristan Cassis, and I want Valdez in here, honestly. How would I get Valdez in here? Honestly, I'd want it for yeah, Valdez can play in the outfield, so Valdez is going to go play in the outfield. Muncy's going to go play second. Story's going to go over to shortstop. Okay, here we go. Yep, that lineup looks good there. And then versus lefties, let's have just Valdez go in and play shortstop. There we go, Valdez playing every day for us now. I got Colorado, Houck versus Kyle Freeland. We win 12-3. Cutter Crawford wins 17-5. We are getting some big wins right now. We're only 3.5 games out. That looks like an alright third baseman. Looks like a pretty good pitcher. That looks like a pretty bad pitcher. Let's just keep looking at pitchers, honestly, right now. Yeah, let's scout him, and then let's also scout Tommy Barquette. Okay, the draft's in a month. Aaron Nola versus Connor Siebold. Easy win against the former Red Sox player. Yep, 6-1 win. Lorenzen versus Pablo Lopez, 5-2. 6-2 win, though, for Garrett Whitlock over Taylor Molly. Tanner Houck versus Chris Paddock. we lose 5-6. Drew Pomeranz blows it. Okay. Now we got Baltimore, Cutter Crawford versus Dean Kremer, 9-7 win. Nola versus Irvin, easy dub. We lose. Kenley Jansen blows it. Okay, we look like you probably have our starting pitcher right there. Probably who we're gonna take. Yeah, so now that we know that, let's mainly just focus on round 2 guys now. Yeah, sure, we'll go with him. Okay. Now, Baltimore, Lorenzen versus Grayson Rodriguez. We win 2-1. Whitlock, Trevor Rogers at Miami. We lose the first one. Hal Cabrera, we lose. Okay, Miami sweeps us. Now, Baltimore again. Cutter Crawford loses. Nola gets a W. Okay, that's a tough week. We're a game and a half out of a wild card spot. We are right there. Keep scouting you. You're bad, and you're pretty bad. Okay, let's look at some relievers. Let's go relievers later. Let's go with that reliever, and then let's also go with this reliever, Andres Pound. I don't know how to say that. Okay, so here we go. At Baltimore, Lorenzen, 7-3 win. Oakland, Whitlock, Flaherty, we win 8-3. Houck, Mason Miller, we win 5-3. Cutter Crawford versus Daniel Espano, we win 5-1. Jaron Duran is back from injury. We're 42-33. We are in a wild card spot. Let's send down fucking Adam Duvall. Class A. He's gone. Get him out. Jaron Duran. Let's wait for him to be fully healed. Thank God we don't have to deal with Adam Duvall anymore. Okay. Aaron Nola versus Bryce Miller against Seattle. Red Sox don't have valid lineups. Who is not? Oh. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Nola, Miller, we win 4-1. Michael Lorenzen versus Luis Castillo, we win 6-2. We're 44-33. We are looking so good right now. That's a good reliever. This is not that good of a reliever. We'll just look at him. Hey, drafts in 13 days. Garrett Whitlock versus George Kirby. We win 6-3 as Brian Bello is now off the injured list. So the pitcher we can send down. I mean, Cutter's been pitching all right, though, which makes me not want to send him down. We're going to send down Brian Bello. We're going to let Cutter keep pitching because he's been pitching pretty well. Houck versus Patrick Sandoval, we lose 9-2. Cutter, time to prove me right, and he loses his 6-5. Chris Sale lost it. Okay, at least there's that. Chris Sale lost it. Jaron Duran, who is absolutely killing it, is back. Muncie's average has finally climbed back up. Okay, so Cassis can't do that shit. So we're gonna move Jaron Duran back into the outfield, back into center. Valdez is going to move over to second. Muncie's going to go back to first. As Valdez has actually been hitting quite all right this season. Lefties wise, we're pretty good. There's not much to change. Yeah, that's it. Okay. At LA, Nola, Detmers, we win 3-2. Pittsburgh, Lorenzen, Boyd, Pittsburgh's pretty bad. We win 5-4. Whitlock, Keller, we lose 5-4. Chris Sale lost it. Man, Chris Sale just has not had a good year. Just has not been that guy, especially not for $29 million. Aaron Nola, on the other hand, worth every penny. Scouting, Aaron Gillis looks like a really good reliever, honestly. This guy, he doesn't look good. Let's just stop scouting him. This first baseman, he can play the outfield, but he doesn't look too good, but we'll just keep scouting him. Let's see if there's anyone else that we can maybe see late. Hal Contreras. Big injury to Marcelo Meyer, breaks his ankle, but we win 6-4. Cutter Crawford versus Jose Barrios. Loses 4-3. Come on, Cutter. Nola versus Mike White. Mitch White, and I saw fucking Coffee got hurt. Clevenger versus Lorenzen. We win 6-1. Whitlock versus Gosman. We win 4-1. Luke Weaver versus Tanner Houck. We win 1-0. Keep on 60-day All-Star. So next day is the draft. We're 51-38 currently. Verdugo, 304, 14 bombs. He is exploding. Masataka Yoshida, the average drop. The home runs, 20 bombs already. Muncy, 268, 14 bombs. He is heated up for us. Devers, the average still low, but the home runs are there. Edwin Rios, 240 for 15 bombs. He's actually having a really good season. What a find he was for us. Emmanuel Valdez banged 263, 3 bombs. He's been a pretty decent guy. How's he been defensively? 0.7. Yeah, he's been all right. He's been a nice little piece. Jaron Duran, of course, a little Colson's coming back from injury. Not surprised, but he's been such a good player this season. Reese McGuire, 308, good season. Trevor Story, so far, so good, actually, for him. Like, hey, we'll take that out of him. Ref Snyder's still doing good. Zanino's actually kind of struggling average-wise, but home run-wise, he's hitting the home runs. Kevin Kiermaier's actually hitting really well right now. Arroyo's hitting pretty well. Cassis, let's send down Tristan Cassis. You know what? Let's, we're paying him. Let's see what Luke Voigt can do off the bench. Pitching-wise, Nola's doing great. Lorenzen doing really solid. Garrett Whitlock kind of struggling so far. Tanner Houck also struggling, but the whip's low for a Houck at least. The FIP's kind of high, but the component ERA is pretty low. Whitlock's whip is high. Cutter Crawford also decently low whip. ERA kind of high. FIP's really high. Okay, Cutter's kind of not doing good. Sale, of course, as we know, been struggling. Matzik has had an incredible year. Drew Palmer has an incredible year. Adbert, pretty much our whole bullpen outside of Blake Trinan has had a pretty good year. Let's just do these last games. Okay, Cutter. Okay, add prospects. Now let's do the draft. So reliever, we're looking to get in the second round. The starting pitcher, we're looking to get for. Ooh, he's injured. That changes things. I did not know he was injured. Okay, that really changes things. That makes us very worried about where we are at now. Let's see here. Anyone else? Yep. You look really good, Robbie Scott. Potential-wise, at least. Yeah, you look pretty solid. Second baseman, yeah, we can add you. No. Third base, John Suzuki. Japan, yeah, we gotta take an eye on you. Derek Leslie, no. Anyone else? Nope. Okay, so let's just go into the draft. We know what we're looking for. Let's, Adrian Gillies, Pedro Fabregas, Tommy Barquette. A lot of pitchers this draft. So let's start the draft. Arizona, Washington, and I missed the third team. I think it was Philly at the top 3 picks. So the first overall pick, the Arizona Diamondbacks select a catcher, Jason Dial. We scouted him. We thought he was ass. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out for Arizona, considering the guy we thought was ass and a bust. Because So the guy we thought was a bust goes first. And then the guy who's projected to go first falls to number 2 to Washington. He looks like he could be a stud potentially, even though we didn't really scout him. But consensus number 1 guy. Probably pretty good. And then with the 3rd overall pick in 2024, the Philadelphia Phillies, it was the Phillies select a starting pitcher, Brian Kaufman. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. That's him to our pick. Okay, all of our guys are here now. Injury risk low. Okay, so I'm guessing it's more of a minor injury, so we will still take Pedro Fabregas, big-time starting pitcher, hopefully. Let's go to our 2nd round pick. The relief pitcher is still here. So is Patrick Webb, though. Do we take Patrick Webb? Or, view prospects. Man, we don't pick till 85. It's like both of these guys will be gone. That's honestly, you know what? Usually I wouldn't say this, but let's take the reliever, Adrian Gillies. He just looks so good. He really, speed. Patrick Webb looks solid, though. He does look solid, but we're going to go Adrian Gillies. Relief pitcher. Out of high school. Doesn't say where there. Okay, round 3, 85th pick. Alex, he's not that good. Yeah, let's go with Robbie Scott here. Draft Robbie Scott. Round 4, everyone's already gone. Let's go with this guy. He seems apparently to be able to hit some. Draft Pablo Castillo. Round 5, let's just go to all. Take a shot in the dark on a reliever. Richard Kennedy. Round 6, we're going to take a shot in the dark on this catcher, Willie Portillo. So there's our draft. Okay, draft pick, long-term affect his long-term potential and current overall rating. Yeah. Okay, hopefully it's not affecting it too bad. As we exit the draft, well, we will see in the next one how our draft picks turned out. Oh, it already looks bad. Well, shit. Okay. Well, we'll see you in the next one. We might have just drafted an injured bust, and if so, I didn't see the injury. That's my bad. Last thing before we can go over the All-Star voting. So, American League, if you remember, Kershaw signs with the Guardians, DeGrom the Rangers, Garrett Cole with the Yankees, Castillo with the Mariners, and Bieber with the Guardians. National League has Anthony Descalani, Zach Gallen, Max Fried, Dustin May, Spencer Strider. Relievers, Joanne Duran, Chris Martin. We had a reliever make it. Okay, there we go. Garrett Crochet, Garrett Clevenger, Brian Baker, and Adbert Alzolay. There we go. 2 relievers actually making it. And then National League, Tyler Kinley, Rafael Montero, Yency Almonte, David Peterson, Aaron Ashby, Brent Honeywell. Closers, Evan Phillips, Robert Suarez, Liam Hendricks, Clay Holmes out of the American League, catcher Adley Rutschman, Jonah Heim, National League, Will Smith, JT, Real Muto, first base, Paul Goldschmidt and Matt Olson. American League, Yandy Diaz and Harold Ramirez, who's currently hurt, so Nathaniel Lowe will step in for Yandy Diaz. Second baseman, Jorge Polanco, Jose Altuve. National League has Albies and Thairo Estrada. American League, third base has Jose Ramirez and Rafael Devers. National League has Patrick Wisdom and Gio Urshela. Shortstop has Xander, of course, Dansby Swanson. American League has Bo Bichette, Jeremy Pena. Left field has Alex Verdugo representing Boston. Steve Kwan with Cleveland. National League has Ian Happ and Shohei Ohtani. Center field has Brian Reynolds and Brandon Nimmo in the National League. And the American League has Trout and Julio Rodriguez. And finally in right field, you got Judge and Masataka Yoshida making it for the American League, and Mookie Betts and Tatis in the National League. So we do have some representation this year